Hi, everyone. This is Tammy, owner of Worthy, Worth It, and Priceless. And today's podcast is titled, Sometimes You Have to Tell People to Mind Their Own Business. My daughter is 5 years old. And a lot of times when we're at home by ourselves, she gets to this point where, like, if my hair falls a different way, she wants to get up and tell me to put my hair in a ponytail. Now, my daughter is nonverbal, but she basically makes sure that she makes it a point to tell me to put it in a ponytail. Or if I put it in a ponytail, if it's not the way that she wants it to look, she has like some sort of fit or something like that. So what I usually do is I lightly tug on her hair and I'm like, Vea, focus on your hair. Do you want me to do your hair? Because the funniest thing with my daughter is she hates getting her hair washed. It's like you would think that I was abusing her or something like that. It's like how far like she goes when I try to do her hair. So what I usually do is like, Vea, worry about yourself, worry about your hair. And I'll tug on her hair a little bit. And then she'll turn around and she'll mind her own business. Now, although that is like a funny example, but how many times in our own life do people do that same thing to us? They'll stop everything that they're doing to tell us what we need to do in our life. Meanwhile, they have a whole house fire going on at their house. And sometimes, depending on the person, we don't say anything. We just let it go. And we're like, well, no, it's okay. Usually sometimes it's somebody that's older that we don't really want to tell them to, hey, mind your business. And sometimes you just let it go. Like, you don't really want to fight or argue with somebody and tell them to mind their business all the time. The problem with that is that it goes too far. And if you don't nip it in the bud early, then people expect that they can basically run your life and tell you what to do. And so with this podcast, I just wanted to give you just a light encouragement to just tell people to mind their own business, mind the business that is theirs. Because if you don't, then all of a sudden you're going to have people meddling in your business. And then I know if you're like me, you're looking at them with the side eye, like, don't you have like worse problems than I have? And that's what a lot of times what people do is because they don't want to focus on their problems. So they'll try to find something wrong with you or nitpick in your life. And if you need backup, it is actually in the Bible to tell people to mind their own business. Now, if you have like one of those people who is like, you have to just like tell them that it's in the Bible type of thing, there is verses in the Bible. One of them is between 1 Thessalonians 4, chapter 4, between verses 10 and 12. It says, make it a goal to live a quiet life, minding your own business and working with your hands. So use that. And I know there's other verses too, but it's just that whole point. Just like if you just need like a little backup, like it says it in the Bible that you should mind your own business type of thing. But either way, but don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and nip things in the bud. Because if not, you will have someone that is constantly coming up to you and trying to tell you what to do or run your life and all of that. And that's not what you want. It gets nerve-wracking over time. And I'm telling you, a lot of times I wish that I would have stood up to people a lot earlier, because then a lot of times what happens is it just keeps manifesting and gets bigger and bigger. And then all of a sudden you explode on the person. So if you find someone that is not minding their business, please make it a point, nicely, if you can, to just tell them to mind their own business. Call it a day. So with that being said, I hope this podcast is actually funny to you and encouraging. Always know that you have worth, you have value. I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Thank you so much for your support. And always know that you are worthy, worth it, and priceless. Until next time, bye.